What's up, guys? Andy here, aka CASEHITTER. Just wanted to share a quick hobby story with you guys. If you guys didn't know, I'm originally from Los Angeles, and over the past year and a half or so, I moved over to London. And when I was in Los Angeles, and I also lived in Nashville for a bit, the hobby is pretty easy in the States. That's what I've learned. There's tons of card shows. Flipping cards on eBay is really easy. A lot of people on socials, things like that. And I wanted to get into the hobby in the UK, and I wasn't sure how it was over here. And I found my little niche. Obviously, collecting is a big part for me, but flipping is also a big part of it as well. And the only reason why we flip or why I flip is to pick up cards that I want to pick up that I don't have liquid to pick up immediately, and I'll share a card that is in my collection now because I was able to flip enough to get there. So there is a hobby here. There is a hobby, a good hobby scene in the UK. It does make it a little bit trickier to flip single cards here, especially American sports cards, which are something that I'm well versed in, pretty educated about. Soccer is huge here. F1 is big here, but flipping cards like MLB, NFL, things like that make it a little bit more difficult. So thankfully I did find a way, and I just wanted to kind of share my experience of how I've been doing that here. I will say that it does require me going back to the States every now and then just to ship a bunch of cards to a place, but just to let you know, I pick up cards here. I don't expect to sell them immediately, but I picked up this one right here, and what I did with these is if I find a card that I think is good to grade, I'll hold on to it for a bit. And obviously, grading takes a while. Being able to sell it right after takes a while, but what I found is a third party person in the States who's good at prepping, kind of identifying nines and tens, somebody who I trust. And what I'll do is I'll send this card over to them. They'll take a look at it. If it's a nine or hopefully a 10, they will send it off to PSA on their own, on my behalf, obviously for a little bit of a fee. And that card will come back to them. They'll let me know what it was. I'll pay them out. And if I was in the States, I would have it sent back to me, but I'm not, obviously. So usually what I do from there is I'll have that person send my card to my consigner, who's this person right here. Now, Rated Rips is somebody. It's a couple, and I've been working with them for years now. They started off with breaking. I trust them a lot, and they handle everything for me. All of my graded submissions that I go through Q3 with, I'll send over there. They'll post it on eBay. Of course, again, they take a little bit of a fee, but I don't have to touch the card at all after I send it for grading, which works out pretty well for me. So send it over to Raid Rips, consign it for me. They put it on eBay. They handle everything, and then I just get paid out. So it's worked out pretty well. I wanted to share an exact flow that happened in this process with a card that I received in the States. So I bought this Messi over here in the States. I actually traded for it for a Hillman Sun Color Blast, and I thought it was going to do well. It was a sealed card that I sent off to grading with Q3. Basically, I bought it for this amount, essentially. And then I sent it over to Q3, got it graded, got a PSA 10, and then sent it over to Rated Rips. And they sold it on eBay for a good chunk of money. So why am I telling you guys this? I just wanted to share a hobby story because this is never a flow that I thought that I would be doing in this hobby. There's no one right way to do it. And this is only one card that I did with. I also did it with a Saquon Barkley Optic Contenders rookie auto. That did pretty well. And I also did it with, what was the other one? It was a LeBron James presentations from NBA Hoops, which also did pretty well. So, um, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to share that. As for that PC item that I picked up, some of you might have seen it. I got it at the London Card Show. It was a big trade with Mr. King of Cards. As soon as I saw it in his showcase, I knew I had to have it. So I went back to mine, picked up a bunch of cards, and then finally picked up this Shohei Ohtani. I never know how to do this. Anyways, it's Shohei Ohtani auto from Stadium Club Chrome in a PSA 10. So that is now in my collection forever. It sits in this little mag holder at home. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching the video. I know I don't put out a lot of content. I'm going to try to put out more. And as I do, please like and subscribe this video, and we'll get back to you soon. Case Hitter out.